Well, hey everybody. I am out, as you can see, in the hills. This is the Barry M. Goldwater area. Military owns this land, so you got to get a permit to come out here. And we've been driving for a couple hours through the desert and up through these hills. I will say this: if you want to come up to where I am, you want four-wheel drive and good ground clearance. There's a couple spots I had to kind of swerve so I didn't hit bottom in the Jeep. This is actually called Fortuna mine, and we've seen structures, what's left of them, down over there. You might be able to see the concrete pad over there. There's one hole in the ground that's a store. Used to be a store. Right now, the dog and I are walking up to the mine. That's quite the drive. 3 miles of like 3 miles an hour. So it took us quite a while to get here. It was slow going. The road's not maintained at all up through here, the hills here. Out in the desert, they're not bad. The rocks, pretty cool. You can't do any rock hounding out here. I'm not sure what they mine, but they definitely did some work out here. Must have had problems with people climbing this hill. Got it closed off. Yeah, we've seen a few spots, holes in the rocks basically. This was a stamp mill. Cool. What's left of it? Ooh, the ground is soft and powdery. At least the dirt. Interesting. And you can see the dirt here. It's kind of soft. We're actually not far from town, but when you're driving really slow, it takes a while. It looks like they mixed the soil to make their own mortar. Cool. And this Barry M. Goldwater area is pretty big. Lots of, as you can see, trails and roads going all over out here. And the only place we could see on the map that I had a location was this Fortuna mine. So I'm like, heck with it, let's go out here. So we're doing a loop drive that basically takes us right back to where we've got the motor home, which is pretty cool. Yeah, interesting. Like slurry. I can see across the way there, looks like there's a mining spot. Looks like they dumped all their dirt. I don't know. There's another spot with a signboard. We'll go over there and check that out. It's nice to actually get out of the Jeep and walk. We've been bouncing around for a while. It's kind of fun. But yeah, the road, like I said, is not maintained. It goes in and out of the washes. Yeah, it looks... I had structures up there. You can see the posts are still alive. The closer we got to this place, the more I could see old tin and stuff like that on the side. One advantage of going, 3 miles an hour is you can plenty of time to look around. The permits out here are free, and you gotta register the minute you enter the park. Basically got to go on their website and let them know you're coming into their park, which is I kind of get it. It is military, and there are a lot of areas out here that are closed off because it's military. like one road we were driving in on, one side's the park and the other side's not. And there's signs all over the place saying, you know, can't go this way, permit's not valid. Cool rocks. And just like most of the area around here, at least driving through the desert, we saw a lot of quartz. Here I don't see much of anything. It looks like it's mostly built up from whatever they were digging out of the hills. I mean, like, this is obviously a digging hole. So they were digging in here for something. When I went onto their website, I was looking at a mineral list, and there were quite a few. Look how thick that glass is. Yes, we've seen a lot of garbage and glass. And one of their rules out here is just you got to stay on the roads, of course. I'm actually parked just over that hill there, down in the wash. But, you know, driving around, we see a lot of tracks of people not sticking to the roads, which is kind of a bummer. And it looks like they dug this part of the hill out too at some point. Boy, the flies are bad. Every time you stop. Oh, I can hear something. A small side by side or a quad or something. Yeah, it looks like they got a signboard here and a hole in the ground, maybe. Hard to say. Could have been an old well. Well, I don't know about a well out here, but could be a shaft that they filled in. Remnants of another structure here. It's kind of cool. Neat area. It's neat to come up into the hills. And some of these hills you can see up in them, and there's a hole in the rock. I imagine it's man-made kind of thing. Depending on what they're mining for. Yeah, interesting. No, regular nails. Someone had pallet fire, it looks like. Let's see what we got here. A mine shaft. Cool. Well, let's have a look. Oh, wow. Now, let's do this. Yeah. It looks pretty deep. Visitor rules. Looks like they got a interpretive foot trail. That's kind of cool. Yeah, and gold discovered. 1894. That's pretty cool. Looks like I got company. I'm gonna shut this off for a minute. Well, that mine shaft is 1,100 feet deep. That's crazy deep. But you know, you find gold, you keep going until you don't find it anymore, I guess. Oh. Yeah, like I said, nice to get out and walk around a little bit, but yeah, now it's time to get back in the Jeep and finish our loop. And I'll film a little bit probably of the road driving out. It's hard to actually drive and hold the camera too. My mount's not on the Jeep right now, so I can't use that. Or maybe I'll just film with the phone. We'll see. You can see we're just parked right down here behind that tree. It is too bad about the no rock hounding part. The only thing you can do out here is you can collect dead wood. So if you want to collect some dead firewood, you're welcome to do that. As long as you don't cut anything down, they don't seem to have a problem with that. Outside of that, you got to stay within 50 feet of the roads. Well, luckily, there's roads all over out here. All right, time to hit the road.